Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Chicagoland Speedway for the 30th race in the 2020 NRSL Digital Storm Cup Series as we get ready for the first elimination race in the 2020 playoffs. After today, we will go from 16 drivers to 12, hunting for a championship. And coming into the race today, the 4 drivers currently outside looking in: Priya McShane, Andrew Rich, Ryan Brommer, and James Shelley. So 3 veterans and a rookie. And man, oh man, there are a lot of drivers who could still get eliminated. The only 2 locked in: Tyler Fink with his win from Charlotte, and Alex Gray, who has enough points gap from not just the driver first outside the top 12, but the guy in 12th too. So Gray locked in on points. As we head to the pit lane, this race, as you can tell looking at the bottom of your screen, is being run on a type of tape delay, if you will. See, just to be very brief about it, I tried recording this race with my man Vince Freeze, and we got halfway through and my game just closed. It just flat out closed, and I don't know why. I installed the 4 GB patch because I had yet to have done that to my game. Hopefully that eliminates the game crash. I ended up just watching this race for 81 laps. I didn't watch it. I kind of just let it play out. So I didn't accelerate the footage or anything. So I have everything I can look at. And here I am recording it now. Vince couldn't be here. He ran out of time. So it's just me. But I'm here to commentate this for you guys instead of doing a highlight video. So, yeah, here we are. Anyways, let's get to your starting lineup. Andrew Rich, Seth Cole on the front row. Jesse Turner, Sebastian Cucalon in row 2. Tyler Fink, Alexander row 3. Dylan Young, Wes McCoy in row 4. With Logan York and Nico Tringali in row 5. We'll get through to the rest of the playoff drivers. Alex Gray, 13th. Quinton Moore, 16th. You've got Samet Oskin in 20th. Ace Rogers, 21st. Fitzwater, 24th. Jeff Toledo, 27th. Ryan Brommer, 28th. 29th is Matthew Logan. 34th, James Shelley. 36th, Priya McShane. With Adam Flickinger and Jonathan Zorlin on the final row. So we get ready to go racing here. The points gaps are as follows. Seth Cole, 46 points to the good. Alexander Rowe and Jonathan Zorlin, 31 each. Adam Flickinger, 21. Fitzwater, 18. Jeff Toledo, 15. Quinton Moore, 10. Oskin, 8. Matthew Logan, 5. And Ace Rogers, 2. Over Priya McShane, who's 2 out. Andrew Rich, 16 points behind Ace, with Brommer and James Shelley both 32 out. Due to the tape delay, we don't get the audio coverage for the command of fire engines, and that is why I kept talking. This is so weird. I never usually do this anymore, recording in tape delay. I don't think I've recorded a race in tape delay in years. To be honest with you, I used to do it all the time in my Neymar days, but now I just record live because I feel like I bring a lot more passion. So I'm going to try and give you as much of that passion as I can here by myself. There's probably going to be gaps where there's no talking, because usually that would be where Vince has been picking up and throwing down some words himself. Hate that you're not here with me right now, my man. It's going to be interesting. I think this breaks about another 6 or 8 race stretch of where me and Vince have done races together. So you better be in my booth. Next race probably won't be the next race. Homestead, I believe I will be by myself again. But after that, me and Vince will be together once again at Talladega. But anyway, let's focus on the race at hand. 81 laps of action here at Chicagoland. And we are green flag racing from Illinois. Fastest in practice was Sebastian Cucalon. He started 4th. Fastest in the happy 15 minutes was Jose Mills. He starts 37th. As there are already 3 wide action down the back curve. they'll come off of turn 4. Andrew Rich will lead the first lap, as I think Evans got close to the wall off of turn 4. Hometown driver Dylan Young side by side with Sebastian Cucalon, running behind Tyler Fink, who got the win at Charlotte. Wow, a little bit of a blank there. Logan York in line behind him as Dylan Young is thinking about making a move on Fink, and he'll do just that as they race through turns 3 and 4. 3 wide behind them, that's York, McCoy, and Cucalon. And they'll head into turn 1. Ferranti will turn down into Alex Gray, and oh wow, it's going to spin out the 33. Tringali involved, Jeff Toledo nowhere to go. Rob Evans, Jessica Shelton. Peter Onjak, Zach Rogers is smoking. Oh, and Deaver can't go anywhere. He's going to clip the 97 again. But a huge accident involving Alex Gray and Jeff Toledo, as Andrew Rich will lead him at the caution flag. It looks like Ferranti got into the corner and just flat out took out Alex Gray. And that's the second race in a row the 48 machine has been involved in an incident, and you can see the damage on his Chevrolet. That'll put us under the first caution of the day. Now the question is, what will we see on pit stops, as the drivers have only gone 3 laps. It looks like everybody will come down the pit road. 2017 race here saw no yellow flags, so the first yellow flag in series history at this track, as you see Evans, Shelton, Brommer, Zach Rogers all on pit road. And what will the strategy calls be here for the leaders? As it looks like Charles Sanford took fuel only. Right sides are up for pretty much everybody else. And right sides only for Andrew Rich and others. And Cucalon will take rights only as well. It looks like everybody taking rights only. No, Sakuli's going to take 4. So is Cole Deaver. So some drivers opting to take 4, but in most part, 2 tires, with a big gamble by Charles Sanford taking no tires whatsoever. And he will lead the field back to the green flag. Let's take a look at what brought out the first caution of the day. Here we are looking at the accident that brought out the caution. A bit of a closer look here. Ferranti's making a move on Rowe. At this point, entering the corner, he would have been clear behind Alex Gray. But Gray checks up for Logan York in the 3 wide in front of him. And he's still checking up. He's trying not to run into Logan York. But Ferranti is just all over his right recorder panel. Is just going to straight up spin him around. And they go up the racetrack. Alexander Rowe's going to barely miss this. But Tringali, he's not so lucky. And Gray bounces off the wall right into the path of Jeff Toledo. Toledo slams the 33, turns down into Zach Rogers, who will go straight up the track, hit the outside wall hard. Sakuli nowhere to go. Jeff Toledo sideswiping Jose Mills, as Kev Shearer barely avoids this. Casey Nanico slams the brakes. Sorlin missed this thing by inches as well. And that is a tough break for a lot of drivers. We've got 2 playoff contenders involved in this one. Let's take it on board with Alex Gray and Jeff Toledo. On board with the 33 of Alex Gray, he's locked into the round of 12, but not the way he wanted Chicagoland to go. And a tough wreck for the 33 of Alex Gray. Riding on board with rookie Jeff Toledo. He's won 3 times this season, but have his playoff chances just gone up in smoke. and what a lick for the 97 of Zach Rogers, but Jeff Toledo's car smoking his day over. Let's get you to that race restart. Almost forgot to document this, but racing back to the caution, Carter Friesen's engine expires at the back of the field after missing the accident. So a tough break for the 25 of Carter Friesen. We haven't seen many mechanical failures this season, so very strange to see one here for the 25 of Carter Friesen. That's a tough way to end his day here at Chicagoland. And with that, we'll truly get you to the race restart. Getting ready to go back racing here at Chicagoland. We'll have 7 laps complete, 74 to go. Out of the race, Ryan Brommer. That includes his championship chances. Zach Rogers, Jeff Toledo, Rob Evans, and Carter Friesen, of course, with the mechanical failure. Jeff Toledo will finish 40th place. That'll give him 3 points on the day. He comes in 15 points ahead of McShane. Total of 31 ahead of Andrew Rich. We'll see if that's enough, or well, we'll have to see if those other drivers don't get enough points to plop Jeff Toledo out of the top 12. Alex Gray continues a lap down. Ferranti, Saculi, Shelton, Deaver, Onjak, Ace Rogers all continuing at the back of the field. Actually, I don't know if Ace was in that wreck. But anyway, Sanford leads us back to the restart. The only driver that took fuel only. Many cars behind him taking right sides. And I believe Saculi and Deaver were the two I saw taking 4. But of course, they had damage to fix. So we'll see how long Sanford can hold on with 4 worn tires compared to the others behind him who only have 3-lap-old left sides. First lap back after the restart. Charles Sanford leading still. Andrew Rich running in second. Can the intermediate master get a win here today at Chicagoland? He slides up the track. That's going to open the door for Jesse Turner. Rookie driver in the Digital Storm Cup Series has yet to get a win in 2020, whether it be the Digital Storm Cup Series or the Jerky Pro Truck Series, in which he's in his 3rd full-time campaign. He had to check up tremendously there for Andrew Rich, and now Seth Cole looks to his outside as everybody's running different grooves here at Chicagoland. Almost 3 wide down the back curve as Sebastian Cucalon looking for 5th place on Dylan Young. Cucalon with the win at Memphis. Could he get a 2nd win in a row here today as Wes McCoy coming right up on the bumper of Dylan Young. As Zachary Fitzwater Sr. rides here in the top 10 as well. He's in 8th place, gunning for 2nd, or not, for 7th, I should say. Tyler Markle, Austin Colano also in the top 10. As Turner now looking again on Andrew Rich. This time, a little bit of draft support from Seth Cole, but these cars, they go so much slower in the corner than the trucks. So a lower downforce compared to those trucks with a lot more tire wear. Being able to drive your car is really going to come into play this afternoon. As Cucalon goes all the way towards the top. Side-by-side action here, a lot at the front. As Jesse Turner clears Andrew Rich for 2nd place as they start to chase down Charles Sanford. Cucalon to the inside of Andrew Rich. And closing right up to the bumper are the two. As a little bit of diciness there at the exit of the or the bottom of the top 10, I should say. As Austin Colano is trying to use the top side to make up some moves, and just look at him roar past Markle and Fitzwater, using that top line run to his advantage. Passing 2 cars on the outside line. That'll drop Fitzwater down to 10th place, and he might fall out of the top 10 too. Fitzwater making the playoffs with his win at Nazareth in a great point standing. looking to get what would be his second win of the season. Markle and others fighting side by side. It's a Seth Cole, Sebastian Cucalon battle for second place, which Seth Cole will win as Wes McCoy finds himself up to third place at the line. And man, the driver who won at the Pensacola Roval, could he get his second win of the season today? Didn't make the playoffs, wasn't top 30 in points, it wasn't high enough out of those winners either. He enters the day 40th in the standings. This could be a big turnaround for Wes McCoy. His teammate, Jeff Toledo, out of the race, involved in that accident. His teammate could be out of the playoffs, but the big thing for Evernham Petty is, in their first year back, Jeff Toledo makes the playoffs, gets 3 wins so far. Wes McCoy with the 1 win in the summer. If he gets a second win today, that's 5 wins for the 2-car team. And I mean, what a storyline. Evernham Petty and Front Row Motorsports, they used to be a part of what was once called the Go Fast Petty Enterprises. Well, except for Evernham. Evernham was a part of Bulldog Motorsports. But Evernham became their own thing again after Bulldog let them go. Bulldog no longer needing their funding, resources, whatever you want to call it, as Go Fast Petty Enterprises, now called Evans Gardner's Motorsports, as they're 3 wide for the lead. It's Sanford McCoy and Seth Cole into turn 3. I'll make that 2 wide, as Seth Cole thinks better of it. Sanford trying to hold on to the lead through turn 4. But Petty and Front Row got to be their own things again. Petty paired up with Evernham. Front Row said, we're going to do this by ourselves again. Tyler Fink and Matthew Logan, a pair of rookies for Front Row, 2 wins each on the season for them, and they're both in the playoffs. While Jeff Toledo has gotten 3 wins, made the playoffs for Evernham Petty, and McCoy got a 1 win as well. Didn't make the playoffs. McCoy didn't anyway, but I mean, just what a storyline for these teams. They separated themselves from blockbusters and have been able to win as their own identity. And now, while it likely won't lead to a team expansion for Evernham Petty, Front Row Motorsports could get approval for a 3rd car if Fink and Logan can advance to the round of 12. The battle's on for the lead as we focus at the race at hand. It's Sanford and Cucalon side by side. Sanford with 4 worn tires, making Cucalon work for it. Despite those 3-lap fresher right sides, Cucalon not able to really get by on the bottom as quickly as he'd like. Colano's trying to use that top groove to get another momentum swing. We'll see if he can do it. Cucalon's going to make a move again for the lead on Charles Sanford. As we go to our nice looking spectator camera, and Sanford had the check up. He couldn't hold it there in the middle. Put last week's winner Sebastian Cucalon to the race lead. Let's take a look at the back of the field. Nico Tringali running around with no hood. Rumors continuing to spread where Tringali could end up in 2021. He has all but confirmed he's leaving Red Bull Racing. Same thing goes for the 83 of Nate Rogers. Here's Alex Gray. He is officially 1 lap down, as he's behind Alex Ferranti, who triggered the wreck. You can see that door damage for Ferranti is not helping him at all here today. Joshua Sekuli was also involved in that accident. They run well behind the pack. As Daytona 500 winner Jessica Shelton is the last in line. Ace Rogers, Cole Deaver looking pretty good. Performance-wise, position-wise, Ace Rogers not looking good at all as he comes into this race with only a 2-point cushion over Priya McShane. And if Bulldog Motorsports wants to keep their 2 drivers in the playoffs, Ace is going to have to move on up and get to where Andrew Rich is running right now. Meanwhile, James Shelley down here in 28th, coming in with a big hole to dig out of. Things not looking so good for him right now. Fitzwater was in the top 10, and he has fallen down to 26th place. Alexander Rowe 25th, Quinton Moore 24th. As Adam Flickinger is in 21st place behind Jonathan Zorlin. Matthew Logan, we mentioned, one of those front row guys with 2 wins on the season. Trying to advance to the round of 12 with his teammate Tyler Fink, who got the win at Charlotte. There's Johnny Gardner, your 2-time Cup champion, who did not make the playoffs this year, racing with former teammate Kev Shearer. It's unknown where Shearer will go in 2021. Right now, rumors suggest if he doesn't improve his standings, it won't be back at Hendrick Motorsports. So Shearer trying to gain some track position here, but it's just not working out for him. As they're 3 wide in front of him, Samet Oskin, your regular season champion, battling with teammate and team owner Dylan Young. Who knows where Oskin could end up? I'm sure Penske wants him back, but you never know. Drivers have a good season, and they get those opportunities to go anywhere they'd like. So we'll have to see if Oskin lands somewhere else. Sebastian Cucalon continuing to lead the race, as Logan York fights with Dylan Young for 12th place. Young slides up the track. It's going to open the door maybe for Oskin here. Nope, instead it's going to open the door for Gardner, so Gardner will make it 3 wide. And no, he doesn't. So, man, these drivers are really thinking about going 3 wide here at Chicagoland. Is back up at the front. Sanford's fallen to 10th. McShane, wow, Priya McShane running in 7th place behind Seth Cole. Tyler Fink in 5th. How about the run by Austin Colano in 4th? Andrew Rich 3rd, as Wes McCoy is trying to chase down Sebastian Cucalon. Could we see McCoy get a 2nd win, or will we see Cucalon get a 2nd win? Come around here, lap 27. As we watch the drivers come around, and oh, someone's in the wall, and it's Keith Rich. William Flickinger's involved. And heavy damage for LJ Toledo. And William Flickinger. Something happened with Keith Rich. He ended up in the outside wall. And we've had a 3-car pileup between non-playoff drivers. And coming to lap 29, Sebastian Cucalon will lead us to the caution. And we can only assume that with that many laps on your tires, you're likely going to want to take 4 fresh Goodyears, as Sanford fell from the lead to 12th place, so not a bad gamble for Charles Sanford. I think he about ends up where he was. But let's see who comes to pit road here at lap 29. We're expecting everybody to come. Fuel window was about 32 to 35 laps, so everyone's still going to have to pit one more time from this caution. So we'll see. They're going to head down pit road. Man, Priya McShane with one of those first pit stalls. Alex Gray a lap down will stay out. And McShane, remember, started in 36th place. So quite a drive for Priya McShane to be up to 7th. And it indeed looks like everyone will take 4 fresh tires here at Chicagoland. And it appears Cucalon could be the first one out. And, oh, collision with Andrew Rich coming out. No signs of damage between either car. And Cucalon will be your leader. Let's take a closer look at what caused the second caution flag of the day. And this just looks like maybe a decision gone wrong. Keith Rich is maybe trying to pass Shearer up top 3 wide on corner exit. And he just gets a little too close to the wall, makes contact there. Adam Flickinger has no time or nowhere to go. That turns Keith Rich down into Peter Onjak. That sends Onjak almost to the grass, actually into the grass. And then Keith Rich back up the track, slams the ball hard with his outside, and William Flickinger punts him with nowhere to go. William loses control and drives right down into the path of LJ Toledo, who punts him with force. And Jessica Shelton, man, is going to make some contact with William as well. And that is what brings out the second caution flag of the race. With that said, let's take you to the race restart. Getting ready to go back racing here at Chicagoland. Out of the race officially from that accident, William Flickinger and LJ Toledo. Keith Rich and Jessica Shelton will continue. Sebastian Cucalon leads with teammate Alex Gray 1 lap down. Wes McCoy second, Andrew Rich in third. Austin Colano fourth, Priya McShane in fifth after starting 36th here today. Seth Cole sixth, Tyler Fink seventh, Tyler Markle with a good run in eighth, Corey Williams ninth, and Charles Sanford back into the top 10 after pit stops. Johnny Gardner, Jesse Turner, Dylan Young, Smet Oskin, Matthew Logan, your top 15. Then Logan York, Nate Rogers, Adam Flickinger, Peter Onjak, and Quinton Moore, the top 20. The green flag is back out, and we are underway with 49 laps of action left on the board. As Alex Gray will be the main driver to navigate here for these lead lap cars, as Markle's going to be the one boxed in the middle. Ooh, and they're looking to make it 4 wide into turn 3. That's going to send Gardner all the way to the outside groove. And he'll get in the wall, but no real harm done for the 98 of Johnny Gardner. As now Alex Gray holds up Logan York on the top. They're going to go 4 wide here in the turn 1. And Gray trying to get a run of his own off corner exit. But the performance damage down the straightaway too much for the 33. And through 3 and 4, Gray will officially be cleared out of the pack. Sakuli, Ferranti, Shelton, Keith Rich, all with performance damage next to Nico Tringali. As Sebastian Cucalon continues to lead the race, Wes McCoy trying to hold off a charging Andrew Rich for second. As Colano in fourth, Seth Cole fifth. Tyler Fink trying to fight back for that position on the 72 as McShane is starting to fall. But let's move the 83 of Nate Rogers into the top 10 after getting past Matthew Logan. Jesse Turner's trying to find the way back into the top 10 after starting in third. How about Adam Flickinger trying to survive here in the playoffs as a rookie? We've got a total of 5 in the playoffs. Tyler Fink, who's already locked in. Adam Flickinger coming into this race 6th. Jeff Toledo 8th. Matthew Logan 11th. And Priya McShane 13th, the first one out. How many of those rookies will be in the round of 12? We know for certain it will be at least one of them. The fate of the other 4 yet to be decided. As Charles Sanford on the move will get by Priya McShane. Maybe Sanford with a car that can win. As battle for the lead at the front of the field between Wes McCoy and Sebastian Cucalon. What a drive for the 43 of Wes McCoy here today. And he'll pass the 29 of Cucalon for the race lead. Andrew Rich chilling in third place. Does he have anything to say to catch the top 2? As we look at our fast lap times on the day, Charles Sanford with the top time. Nate Rogers second on the board, then Matthew Logan, Corey Williams, and Andrew Rich Nanico, Fink, McCoy, Markle, and Seth Cole round out the top 10 lap times, as some drivers never got a chance to run a good one. Rich will make a move here on Cucalon for second. Cucalon will go all the way up the track, trying to get the grip near the top to defend his position, as Colano and Williams close up. How about rookie Corey Williams for Seth Cole Racing, trying to get his team owner, who runs directly behind him, a win from a non-playoff car. 73 was the 8th car in years past. Last year driven by Andrew Miller. The year before driven by Cody Hagan. Both of those rookies unable to go to victory lane. Corey Williams trying to change that here today for owner Seth Cole. As who knows if Williams will come back, considering the trend of that third team car. Cucalon will fall to 4th, put Austin Colano to 3rd, Andrew Rich 2nd, and Wes McCoy leading. We're going to take a step aside here, take a little break from Chicagoland. 40 laps of action remain in this one. We're halfway in the elimination race here in the NRSL Digital Storm Cup Series. We're back here at Chicagoland, looking from the rear bumper of the 43 of Wes McCoy, as lap 45 is knocked down on the board. Andrew Rich runs in second as the fall off has started to kick in. A little over a second here for the 43 of Wes McCoy. Andrew Rich just about the same, actually losing some time to the race leader. Cucalon in 3rd, as Priya McShane battling it out with Colano for 4th place right now. Corey Williams in 6th, Seth Cole 7th, Logan 8th, Markle 9th, and the battle for 10th is on between Charles Sanford and Nate Rogers. So we'll go through the rest of the running order here. There's Zachary Fitzwater Sr. We saw him drop at the end of the last run. So look at all the damaged cars on track. As, oh wow, Kev Shearer has complications. And Kev Shearer's on pit road with a mechanical failure, and the 24 car out of the race. The second straight Chevrolet to have a mechanical failure. And this is very peculiar because we have not seen a lot of failures throughout the season, and to have 2 in one race is kind of bizarre. Clear 70-degree day. Kind of surprised there's this much stress on the engines. And if I'm a Chevrolet driver, I might be a little concerned if I can make it here to the end of this race. Andrew Rich doing all he can. 16 points out coming in, trying to make it to the round of 12. Rich had a great season in 2018 where he won 8 races. That 8th and final win came in the season finale at Homestead, but due to a terrible round of 8, he wasn't in it, and his win did not get him a championship. This season, Rich is trying to change that. He's won 3 races already. Can he make it to the round of 12, though? A disaster striking at Memphis, changing everything for Rich's championship hopes. And he'll look to get this tied Subaru to victory lane here today, as he and Cucalon try and track down Wes McCoy. Colano still chilling in 4th. Seth Cole has made it up to 5th place once again, as McShane falters to 8th. You can just see how slow these cars go through the corner. The amount of tire wear is there. As you look at the for McShane, top right of your screen, it's about 4 seconds, or not 4 seconds, 2 seconds. I was reading the 32.4 there. You can see at the top of your screen how much the speed drops. 190 into turn 1 for McShane. And as she rides a bit of a higher groove, you see down to about 150. And she'll get a bit of a run there along the outside of Matthew Logan, trying to hold on to 8th. As Tyler Markle is looking for 6th on Corey Williams. And we've got pit stop. Sebastian Cucalon is the first one to come down. Here on lap 53, Alexander Rowe, James Shelley, I believe that is, and Ace Rogers will all come down to pit road. The final pit stop of the day has begun, as we're under 30 to go. And it looks like it'll definitely be a 4-tire stop for all, as Wes McCoy will come down just 1 lap later. That'll leave Andrew Rich as the race leader. Corey Williams, Priya McShane, Johnny Gardner, Jesse Turner, Casey Nanico, all down pit road. Jessica Shelton will come in. As more drivers continue to remain on the racetrack here. 2017 race here was 54 laps in length. If it was the same length today as it was then, this race would be over, as Andrew Rich will lead a ton of cars down pit road and give up the lead. Colano, Markle, Young, Onjak, Deaver, Nate Rogers, Adam Flickinger follow him down. So we wait to see who the next driver in will be. And it will be Seth Cole. Matthew Logan will stay out. So does Charles Sanford. Oskin down pit lane. And it looks like these two are the only ones to come down this time by. Oskin with a decent amount of door damage there. Logan and Sanford continue to stay out, maybe looking for a caution flag here at Chicagoland. Tyler Fink remains on the track. Jonathan Zorlin, Fitzwater, Mills, York, Moore, and Keith Rich. They appear to be the only 9 that have yet to pit. As Quentin Moore has come down the pit road. Make that. Oh, Alex Ferranti has yet to pit as well. And I think Sakuli is one of those drivers too. So Quentin Moore will come in. Oskin coming out. And anybody else surrendering position here? Yes, Alex Ferranti will give up 9th place to hit pit road. And right now I'd say anyone staying out is just trying to get a caution in the case that it traps most of the field a lap down. And Quentin Moore might have problems on pit road. He is chilling in his pit box. That is disastrous for him. Zorlin's down on pit road. So is Sanford, Fink, Mills, and Keith Rich. They stretched it out as long as they could, but their race-winning strategy call is not going to pan out. Matthew Logan, Fitzwater, York continue to stay on track. And here comes Matthew Logan. He'll give up the lead. Fitzwater, Logan York will come down with him. And that should complete the cycle here at Chicagoland. Tringali will come down. Apparently he had yet to pit. And Seth Cole is coming back down the pit road. Problems for the 72 car. He is lucky he's got a huge point buffer of 46 points. Otherwise, this would hurt tremendously in his championship bid. And Sekuli was one of the last ones to commit. And with that, the cycle has completed. And Wes McCoy continues the lead at Chicagoland. 21 laps to go there at the line. Cucalon in second. McShane third. Williams fourth. We know Cucalon pit a lap earlier than these three drivers. So right now it looks like it's down to McCoy, McShane, and Williams. Unless somebody back here has got what it takes to catch them. Johnny Gardner fifth. Alexander Rowe sixth. Shelley seventh. What a run for him. He really needs this run if he wants to make it to the next round. Tyler Markle is in 8th. Adam Flickinger 9th. And Casey Nanico rounds out the top 10. Andrew Rich has fallen to 11th, but he's got some of the freshest tires on track. And we'll have to wait and see if those that stayed out longer are able to gain back any of the time they've lost. Charles Sanford falls all the way to 18th. After staying out a lot longer than Wes McCoy. So we'll see here, waiting for the scoring to update just how much time does Sanford gain that lap. If he gains any time, that is, at all. And yeah, 0.4 of a second, but 19 laps to go. I don't think he's got time to catch back up to Wes McCoy and pass all those cars. We're going to take one last break from Chicagoland, and we'll be back with the rest of the race. We're coming back from the break with a replay to show you Austin Colano. So Ford with mechanical issues of their own, and that's the third mechanical problem here today. Shocking to see Andrew Rich and Dylan Young almost hit Austin Colano, as this is a few laps before we went to break. But Colano with issues, his motor expiring. Nico Tringali's on the apron too for some reason. But this did not bring out a caution, as Colano will stop safely on the apron, out of harm's way. So a tough break for the 21 of Austin Colano. Meanwhile, Wes McCoy leads this race, now over Priya McShane. McShane up the second. Could she get Stewart-Haas win? Stewart-Haas Racing, their third win of the season. It would be her second in her career. Her first win came back at the Dodge Motordrome very early in the year. Ryan Brommer, of course, winning at Island Rally. Can McShane get it done and advance to the round of 12? Corey Williams is searching for grip. He wants to get Seth Cole Racing a win. That would make all three Seth Cole Racing cars winners on the season. Shelley with a win earlier at Bristol Dirt. Seth Cole winning at Springfield and Las Vegas. Meanwhile, Cucalon continuing to falter back. He's down to 4th now. Johnny Gardner running in 5th. Markle's 6th. Alexander Rowe runs in 7th. Adam Flickinger passing James Shelley for 8th. As Nanico continues to hold 10th place. There's Andrew Rich in 12th. Where is he running in regards to Ace Rogers? 64 is in 19th, so that's not enough points for Rich to gain on him. Jeff Toledo out of the race. Right now that would go to McShane. She's higher than the 23 on track. Quentin Moore has fallen down to 33rd. So I think that's the guy we're looking at for Andrew Rich. So 33rd to 12th is 21 points. Quentin Moore comes in 24 points ahead of Andrew Rich. So Rich will need to gain some track position if he wants to advance to the round of 12. And right now, I don't know if he can, because Onjack has got a heck of a lot of momentum. Where's Charles Sanford at right now? He's got the freshest tires. Man, during this run, he's gone from being 13 seconds behind the leader to only 8.5. You can just see how fast this 03 is as he's trying to pass the lapped car of Cucalon, who has the freshest tires on the track. Cucalon holding him off, but Sanford running in 17th. As he's got a bumper full of Matthew Logan. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Corey Williams has made it into second place. Cucalon will fall down to 6th behind Markle and Gardner. Could Johnny Gardner track down the top 3 at a chance at this win? 10 laps to go at Chicagoland. Talked about it earlier in the race. Evernham Petty, 3 wins from Jeff Toledo, 1 win from this guy right here, Wes McCoy, both of them rookies. And they've been some of the standouts as far as getting wins. McCoy, of course, has not done well points-wise. 40th in the points coming into today. Could he get a second win here and make it up to his team owner? Jeff Toledo making the playoffs with 3 wins. It looks like Jeff's probably going to fall out of the points here, depending where people finish. And how about Front Row Motorsports? 2 wins from Tyler Fink, 2 wins from Matthew Logan. And right now it looks like both of those guys will advance to the round of 12. Fink via his win. Logan running in 16th place. Sanford's cutting the lead, or has cut the lead down to 7.4 seconds on Wes McCoy. I still don't think he's got time as we hit 8 laps to go. And now McCoy and Williams. Williams is trying to track this man down. Will Jessica Shelton hold up the 43 of Wes McCoy? She influenced the race back at Island Rally. Will she try to make sure she don't do that again here today? And man, Williams is closing the door on Wes McCoy. Let's ride along board the 73. Is he running a bit of a higher line? He's closing in there mid-corner. But as he approaches exit, McCoy drives away. You see Williams will run the middle line again. Oh, and he gets tight and he's in the wall, and that might be all she wrote for Corey Williams here at Chicagoland. 6 laps to go at the start-finish line. McCoy will try and get by Jessica Shelton. Shelton looking to hold off the 43. And 5 laps to go for Wes McCoy. Can Williams track him back down? He gains about 2/10 that lap. Cucalon down to 7th as Tyler Markle has made his way up to 4th. Dylan Young 8th, Rowe 9th. Matthew Logan is into the top 10, 5 seconds behind the leader. Charles Sanford flying in, 5.2 seconds back. What a head of steam by those guys. And they're going to both pass Alexander Rowe. Let's see what the difference here is lap time-wise. Cucalon was the first to pit. He runs a 33.3. And Sanford and Logan running 32.5s. Interesting strategy call by the 38 and the 03 to stay out as long as they did. How many more positions will Cucalon lose? Dylan Young a little in the way here. Logan and Sanford trying to close up as much as they can. At the front of the field, it's still all Wes McCoy. But Logan and Sanford will pass Dylan Young for position. As now Cucalon, the last man on the top 10. Nanico and Rowe fighting it out for 11th. There's Andrew Rich. He's got to gain a certain amount of positions here or he's not going to make the round of 12. And oh man, these guys are not making it easy for him. 2 laps to go. Meanwhile, at the front, Wes McCoy is pulling away from Corey Williams. Sanford and Logan racing it out now for 7th. And they're still closing in on Gardner and Adam Flickinger. Man, if this race had 5 more laps, I would say Logan and Sanford would be a huge threat. But we don't have that many more laps. White flag waves for Wes McCoy and Evernham Petty Motorsports. It's a 2.5 lead now. McShane in 3rd. Could she get 2nd place here at the end? Put Matthew Logan up to 6th. Sanford's looking for 7th on Gardner, but all eyes are on this man right here. 2nd race in a row, we'll see a non-playoff driver get the win, and it'll be Wes McCoy getting his 2nd career victory and his 1st on an oval here at Chicagoland. And man, oh man, Logan had it down to 2.3 seconds. If this race was 5 laps longer, oh man, it would have been something. But Wes McCoy a winner, Williams 2nd, McShane 3rd, Tyler Markle 4th, Adam Flickinger 5th, Logan, Sanford, Gardner, Young, Cucalon the top 10. As I'm going to have to scroll through these standings like this. If you know your car number, yeah, this is where you'll find where you finish. And we'll see the point standings. We'll find out who has missed the race. Or not the race, but missed the round of 12. Quentin Moore, 33rd. Andrew Rich, 12th. That's not enough. I think Andrew Rich has been eliminated. And what a tough way to go if it indeed he is done after just a round of 16. One of the favorites coming in with 3 wins. And Jeff Toledo's chances could be over as well. Brian Brommer, we know, done. Indeed. James Shelley, 21st. I don't think is going to be enough points for him to gain anything on anybody. So that'll do it for me here today. And I'll see you guys next week at Homestead for the first race in the round of 12. I'll see y'all then.